Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday, one and all, the penultimate show for this week. And welcome to the Disney Morning Show, where we're going to talk what's going on in the world of Disney. It's been a rather quiet morning, don't you think, Kyle?
Yeah, I can't find a single story.
I am Doobie Mosley, the co-founder here of Laughing Place. That is Kyle Burbank, our executive editorial director. We are both fully human, and we are going to talk to you about Disney. Let's get started. All righty. Yesterday, we had a stock price of 108.45. What's happening this morning? 110.28. Man, now this is Fed, right, Kyle?
It could be. I mean, the boss did go on CNBC this morning, so it's a big deal.
Benji was on CNBC this morning?
No, bigger boss than him, believe it or not.
There is such a thing. All right, let's continue. All right. Well, there was some big news this morning, and maybe the market is reacting to that since it's up 1.45% today. And that is that Disney is entering the AI business rather formally. So they have signed a licensing deal with OpenAI, and they will license their over 200 Disney characters, including a lot of major ones. We're not just talking about the piddly ones here, to Sora for 3 years.
It starts with Mickey Mouse. That's how you know.
As big as it gets. And characters and vehicles, now important, not voices from the movies. But other than that, with Sora, if you don't know, is the app that millions of other people are using to generate AI videos. And I noticed that our boss got in on the game this morning as a result of this news. So that is the big news. This starts in early 2026. They did iterate. That's not the word I want. They did stress that both they and OpenAI responsible use, because obviously there's lots of things you can do with AI and characters. They also said, which I think is really interesting and was alluded to previously, Disney Plus users will soon be able to watch a curated collection of Sora generated videos on Disney Plus. And in addition to the licensing deal, Disney is set to become a major customer of OpenAI. They will use OpenAI APIs to build new products, tools, and experiences. And lastly, Disney will make a $1 billion equity investment in OpenAI, which you think might make them a major investor, but OpenAI's valuation is so humongous, despite the fact they are nowhere near profitability. But yes, they will become a part owner, $1 billion equity investment in OpenAI. So this is a huge deal, and like it or not, this is where the world is going. What do you think?
We kind of got a preview of this when during the earnings call, Bob Iger talked about user-generated content using AI in Disney Plus, and that's what's coming. He also was like, I won't tell you which company, but we're in discussions for the. It's like, okay, well, the biggest one. Good job, you went there first. So yeah, the other thing that I thought was interesting was you mentioned that there's not going to be voices. There's also not going to be any likenesses. So when it comes to the Star Wars and Marvel characters, they stress that they'll be the animated or illustrated versions that don't necessarily resemble the actors that we know, because that would cost money.
And so there's so many different AI video generators out there. Sora is a big one. Gemini, which is Google, has one too. And a lot of these characters were random, and then the lawsuits to try to keep them from appearing, and it's a difficult thing. So this.
Funny you should mention that.
And this is probably the way to go, is to find one and license with them. And then as a result, Disney has also sent cease and desist to Google, saying that they are allowing their users to use Disney IP without permission. So
I think they were already suing. Was it Midjourney that they were?
Yeah, that's right. I'd forgotten about that. So it's a crazy world. Progress happens fast in this AI business. I still love the fact that not one of these companies makes money with AI. AI is so incredibly expensive. It looks so simple.
So that's why Disney wants to invest in it, is because it doesn't make money.
I mean, it can help a company using AI make money, no question. And therefore, maybe you want to help make sure it stays around. But the AI companies themselves, or the AI divisions of the larger companies, AI is so expensive on the back end. It is crazy expensive on the back end. But, expenses tend to get lower over time. In other news, completely unrelated to AI, This guy, remember him? Will
It
Smith.
actually is kind of related to AI, but I can draw that thread afterwards.
Okay, you do that. Pole to pole with Will Smith. Remember him? Last seen at Oscars not so long ago. He is inviting viewers to travel pole to pole across the globe, meeting with scientists who are conducting groundbreaking research at the edges of the world. Obviously, this is a Nat Geo project. It's a 7-part docuseries, 5 years in the making, 7 continents, the Amazon, Antarctica, Himalayas, Africa, icebergs in the Arctic. And this is debuting in about 1 month, January 13th, on Nat Geo with 2 episodes. The very next day, all the episodes are dropping on Hulu and Disney Plus, but it will air weekly on Nat Geo starting January 13th with those 2 episodes.
So 2 things. So first of all, I think it was funny. This special or series was announced back in February 2022. Do you know what happened in March of 2022?
5 years in the making.
Yeah. So why it's been sitting on the shelf for a little bit. The other thing is, years ago, somebody made a video of Will Smith eating spaghetti. It was an AI thing, and it was so terrible and unbelievable. You're like, we're gonna be fine. And then like a year or 2 later, somebody generates, well, that looks like the jump in quality is massive. So there's actually like an AI scale of Will Smith eating spaghetti.
And it's massive and moves very quickly, so we'll see where this goes. Give me 1 second. Your turn.
Yeah, Disneyland, we known for a while that starting January 5th of next year, they're changing up the benefit. They'll no longer have early entry for resort hotel guests, and will instead you get a single lightning lane multi-pass, good for once during your stay. We have a few more details on how that will all work. As you'd expect, it will be available after you check in, but it'll also be available shortly after 7 a.m. if on your day of arrival, if you complete online check-in ahead of time. So if you plan on going to the resort before you go to the hotel, you can check in online, and then at 7 a.m., which should be before the park opens, especially since there's no early entry, your fast pass or lightning lane multi-pass, single pass will be available. We can also check out the full list of attractions that it's valid for, which, spoiler alert, it's just the ones that offer lightning lane multi-pass.
So you can't use this to go do Ride of the Resistance?
No, that would be that's lightning lane single pass. This is lightning lane single pass for multi-pass.
So confusing. All right, over at EPCOT. Yes, over at EPCOT, Le Cellier has some new menu items we want to introduce you to. They've got 3, well, we'll find out if they're yummy looking. First up, we've got the Wine Cellars Banana Split, roasted banana frozen dessert. Sounds so appetizing, we put it that way. Bing cherries, chantilly, and walnut praline. We've got the braised lamb shank, black barley risotto, braised fennel, maple glazed carrots, garden greens, and jus. And oysters, Rockefeller, which needs no further description. Kyle, of these 3, which one are you anxious to get a shot at?
It doesn't need further description. Do you know what Rockefeller means in oysters?
No, I have no idea.
It's fried.
Okay.
At the lamb shank or whatever it was. That's probably yeah.
You're just like jus.
That's fine. I'll stick with the steak. And in a story that would have been next to the Will Smith one had I reorganized my sheet after stories broke this morning, another National Geographic series been announced for next year, inspired by the annual Best of the World list that of travel recommendations from National Geographic. Antoni had his name here, but his Antoni from Queer Eye. You know him. He's the cooking guy. He'll be starring in a new series next year, 4 parts. He'll go to Paris, Mexico City, London, and New York City to show you some of the lesser-known spots, some of the best places you can go. Antoni Porowski, thank you for highlighting that for me.
Google Docs are amazing.
So yes, that'll be coming next year.
And speaking of next year, YouTube TV is making some changes next year. They're going to allow you to do a what's the word I want?
Do you want me to highlight it? Genre-specific bundle?
Thank you. Genre-specific bundle. Let me just read what I have written here. Why don't you just read what you pre-wrote for this? YouTube TV is set to shake up the live TV streaming market early next year with the introduction of more flexible, lower price subscription options. So YouTube TV currently $83 a month for the base package. But starting in 2026, they will have YouTube TV plans, 10 genre-specific packages, including a sports plan, which I suspect will be very popular. These will be lower priced than the base price, obviously, and have fewer channels. No real details given at this point, but this is part of an industry trend. DirecTV already has genre packs, and Fubo sells a cheaper sports and news-focused tier. Of course, not Fubo, Fubo. And of course, Fubo is partially owned by Disney as well, so it's just also complicated.
It's funny how these things go in cycles, though. You're like, cable with all these different things. No, we want to spread it back out. Now we don't want cable. Now we want the bundle back. And I think of it with phone plans. It's like you used to have the contracts and the subsidies, and then people are like, I don't want a contract. They're like, okay, well then we'll just sell you $1,000 phone. And then we're like, well, now I want you to give me a discount.
I don't want a contract. Yeah, exactly. Round and round. Pretty soon, you know what? What I really want is for you to bring a cable into my home and just show me TV all the time.
Yeah. It's a great idea. I especially want a guy to show up. I don't want to know exactly when. Maybe sometime between 2 p.m. and 9 p.m.
Yeah.
You can set it up for me. Anyway, Disney Parks Magical Christmas Day Parade. This is a holiday special that you might already out, but no, that was a different holiday special. This is the Christmas Day Parade as they've done many years before. It features some of the same people, but some different ones. This time it'll be hosted again by Alfonso Ribeiro, but this time he'll be joined by Jennifer Goodwin from Zootopia 2 and Once Upon a Time. Some of the performances include Gwen Stefani performing White Christmas in front of Sleeping Beauty Castle. Coco Jones will sing This Christmas in Galaxy's Edge. Lady A, there's also going to be some parts from Alani, as you saw there. Lady A, Winter Wonderland in the World Celebration Gardens. This is a nice backdrop. But yeah, you can catch this, the Disney Parks Magical Day Christmas Parade with weird times as usual. It'll air on Christmas Day at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central, makes sense so far, 5 a.m. Mountain, 5 a.m. Pacific, and it'll stream on Disney Plus and Hulu. It'll also be available on the Disney YouTube channel starting at 11 a.m. East, 8 a.m. Pacific. So if you don't want to get up at 5, you can then wait until 8 and watch it on YouTube if you're on the Pacific Coast. And then finally, I thought this was interesting. I don't know what it means. But so we know that there's a couple of Taylor Swift things coming to Disney Plus tomorrow. There's the Eras Tour documentary series, and then there's also the Eras Tour final show, which that's on 12/12. I wouldn't think anything of it, except that this Instagram account is from Disney Parks. And I know that the different departments of Disney aren't good at talking to each other. So I feel like this might mean something more. I'm not saying it's something huge. I don't think there's going to be a Taylor Swift attraction. I don't think she's... Maybe she visited the park recently and they'll show photos of it. Maybe there's a friendship bracelet stand coming to Disney Springs. I don't know, but we are on the case of what this Taylor Swift tease about Disney parks could possibly be.
And I've had my share of bad reviews. I still remember my first good one, though. Everything else in this production of Our Town was simply terrible. Joey Tribbiani was abysmal.
I was muted for a sneeze and forgot to unmute. Put you on the spot here. We'll check in tomorrow. What's your guess?
I think friendship bracelet stand at Disney Springs is actually pretty strong.
Okay. It's got to be huge. All right. Never mind. So we've got a review of a movie we looked at yesterday. As we saw yesterday, it is not doing well on Rotten Tomatoes, but that means nothing. All that matters is what Alex thinks. So this is a movie review by Alex Ives. James L. Brooks returns with Ella McKay, a warm but wandering comedy. A throwback comedy that captures the spirit of Brooks' classics, even as it loses narrative focus. His conclusion: Ella McKay is a good film, buoyed by strong performances and flashes of James L. Brooks' signature wit. But with marketing positioning as a return to the character-driven comedies of the 90s, the result mostly serves as a reminder of how tightly constructed those classics were. While the film gestures towards meaningful themes, many of them remain underdeveloped by the end. What lingers is a frustrating sense of missed potential, a meandering story about trial and error that leaves audiences admiring the talent on display while wishing for a firmer narrative hand. I give Ella McKay 3 out of 5 stars, opens in theaters Friday, December 12th.
And the rest.
Whoops.
They're both black and white, and they're underneath each other. One's underneath the other. Gaming Awards, those are happening today. Our own Maxon will be covering them, so stay tuned for that. But we've learned that a couple of Muppets will be presenting during this year's awards. Miss Piggy and one of my personal favorites, Rolf, will be appearing. Last year we got Gonzo as well as Statler and Waldorf, so there is precedent for this. But you can check that out today when the Game Awards. I think it's probably streaming somewhere. You can watch it, or just check out Laughing Place, and you'll see if the Disneyland Game Rush or whatever it was called is able to pull out a victory.
And in breaking news, it's cold in Florida, and so Typhoon Lagoon has been closed for today and tomorrow. Now, cold is relative. Projected high of 67 today, 71 tomorrow. I'm actually surprised they're closing this for a projected high of 71 degrees. Yes, it will get down to 52, but yeah. So anyway, Blizzard Beach already closed, and now Typhoon Lagoon closed for regular refurbishment. Typhoon Lagoon will be closed for weather. River Country closed because they're building a giant hotel on top of it now.
I think that they should keep Blizzard Beach open when it's cold. It just seems thematically appropriate. Hypothermia be darned. Little Nero's is taking over a few different Prince Street Pizza locations. All of them are offering special like Little Nero's themed boxes, which if you don't know is from the classic Home Alone, which is now 35 years old. Little Nero being a parody of Little Caesars. It's a history joke. But this location in California has been fully done up with references to Home Alone, and Mike got to check it out. And you can now check it out through his camera lens over on Laughing Place. So yeah, if you do have a Prince Street Pizza near you, they will have like specialty boxes and stuff. But like I said, this is over the top they've done for this one location. And then Percy Jackson and the Olympian season 2, it's back on Disney Plus, and our own superfan Bill has done recaps of the first 2 episodes, which are both on Disney Plus right now. So you can check out his recaps and also his thoughts. He has a new rankings or rating system that you can get his insights on these latest episodes.
What is his new rating system?
They are tridents.
Oh, clever.
The fun stuff.
And speaking of literary adaptations, the children from Disney's Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe recently reunited. This was apparently back in August, but the movie's anniversary was just this past week. And the young girl there shared these photos of them trying to recreate the photo alongside the director of that movie. So yeah, they did this one. They did Prince Caspian with Disney, and then they went on to Voyage of the Dawn Treader with Fox, which is now back to Disney. But they never finished this series. Nice
no getting away.
Remember the Prince Caspian attraction at Studios?
I do very well, actually. I remember the media event to open it. Yes.
There you go. Where's my button? Are you ready, Doobie?
I'm so ready.
On this day, in 1963, a movie was released. It starred Patrick McGoohan, Susan Hampshire, and Lawrence Naismith.
Patrick McGoohan. Everyone knows Patrick McGoohan. He's the prisoner. And also in a famous Columbo, but I don't really know what he did for Disney.
The film tells the story of a cat named Blank who brings a family together through a mysterious death and reappearance.
Thomasina? That's not it.
Yeah.
That is it? Okay.
The Three Lives of Thomasina.
The Three Lives of Thomasina. So it's funny. Fred Ramirez had a cat guess. It just was the wrong cat.
On this day in 1979, an actor was born. He plays Sean Hunter on Boy Meets World.
That guy, what the heck's his name? Is that the lead character of Boy Meets World?
It's the secondary character.
I don't know.
Ryder Strong is his name.
I would not have known that.
I didn't think so, but I know you'll get this one. 1992, a Disney film was released. A Disney live action with another company involved. Perhaps it has something to do with the sorcerer question.
Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yes.
Thank you for the hint.
On this day in 2009, a Disney animated classic was released.
2009. Is it really a classic?
It is retroactively. I think it barely crossed 100 million, but now we love it.
Emperor's New Groove?
No, that was a good guess though. That was 2000.
Oh, so it was not that good a guess actually. 9 years off. I don't know.
It's hand drawn. Does that help you at all?
Oh my goodness, Princess and the Frog.
Yes.
2009.
Testing your knowledge of Disney Plus original movies. On this day in 2020, a football player who battled family adversity to join the Clemson Tigers.
That was not Blindside, obviously, because that was an actual movie.
It's close. It's named after another football position.
Tight end?
Close. No.
Defensive back, linebacker, safety.
Safety.
As soon as I said it, long snapper.
Now, if we were smart, we'd go straight to the football picks, but we're going to do these things in order.
All right, let's take a look at Sorcerer Streak here. Where? We did yesterday's question live on the air. Ella McKay, most definitely not fresh. Current question out there is Muppet Vision Christmas Carol. Will there be a Muppet film in the Disney Plus top 10 at 10 a.m.? It is close enough to 10 a.m. for us to settle this. So let me bring up that Disney Plus top 10 right now.
Hold on.
We're looking for anything Muppets here, people. Percy Jackson, The Olympians, of course, just released season 2. Home Alone, Santa Claus, Home Alone 2, Wimpy Kid, Santa Claus 2, Beauty and the Beast, The Enchanted Christmas, Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, and Prepping People. And Mickey's Twice. People, there is a Muppet Christmas movie you guys can be watching. This is very disappointing. But
it is disappointing. Luckily, I foresaw it, though.
The answer is no. Let me settle this right now with a settle and a no. And then let's go take a look at the leadership board. Refresh just in case. Share tab. Here we go. In first place is none other than Doobie Mosley. How about that? Luke Manning, Unknown Platypus, Dan, and SA33, our featured player, is way down in 13th place. It is just as hard to get 4 wrong as it is to get 4 right. That is poor.
Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da, da-da-da, 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 da-da-da.
All right, talk about unprepared. Forgot today was Thursday and what we do on Thursday.
This part's easy. I don't even know who's playing.
Pigskin Pick'em. Buys are over, I think, which makes this take a little longer.
I know that I made it to the semifinals or whatever round this is for 2 of my leagues, not the 3rd one.
All right, here we go. Kyle and I going head to head. Falcons, Buccaneers.
Bucks.
Easy pick. Browns, Bears. Browns, Shador Sanders. Starter.
I mean, I have picked the Browns recently, and it's worked out for me, but I think I still have to go Bears there.
Me too, which means Caleb Williams. I do not want to root for him, but Ravens and the pondering Joe Burrow Bengals. Did I say Muppet Vision Christmas Carol? They should have done an overlay for that. I'm going with the Ravens on this one. You picked the Bengals. I'm going with the Ravens and Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's on his way out of Cincinnati.
I did see a great tweet last week that I guess the quarterback. What's the quarterback's name? Lamar Jackson. He said that they're treating this like a the game against the Steelers is a playoff game, and they're like, oh, the Steelers might have a chance, and sure enough, the Steelers won.
Chargers Chiefs.
This will be the last time that I am forced to take the Chiefs. If they lose this one, then I can they're basically not going to be in the playoffs, but there's still some if the Stars.
Somehow, yeah, no, they are not in the playoffs right now, despite the fact they're technically, and this will put an end to any thought that somehow some miracle is going to happen.
They also did watch the game on Monday, so I have a little hope.
The Bills, Patriots, that's the game. Bills and Patriots, 9-4, 11-2 at Patriots.
The Pats last time, earlier this season?
I don't know. I believe they did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did.
I'll take the Bills anyway.
So no one has faith in the Patriots. 54% are picking the Bills just on reputation. I think the Pats are going to show, even though the Bills are my team right now, I think the Pats are going to show they are legit. On the opposite extreme, the 3-10 Commanders at the 2-11 Giants.
I guess Commanders.
I'm going Giants. Raiders, Eagles.
I mean,
surely the Eagles can't lose this game.
I have Hulu doesn't have live sports, or Hulu has live sports on my team, and he, according to estimates, is going to have the most points this weekend. And I'm like, I don't know, dude. You got 4 this last time.
You're going Eagles.
I
just want to root so hard for the Raiders. I'm picking the Raiders. Jets at Jaguars. Jaguars are legit. We're both picking Jaguars, right?
Jags. Although Trevor Lawrence apparently might have an ankle injury.
Oh, well, it's the Jets. Cardinals, Texans. Texans are legit, right?
Yeah.
The other game of the week. The Packers at the Broncos.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, if the Chiefs aren't going to win the division, let's go Broncos.
Let's go Pack. The Lions at the Rams.
That's another good one. I want the Lions to recover.
Rams are going to win that one.
Yeah.
Lions are overrated, even though they just beat my Cowboys. The Panthers at the Saints.
Panthers.
Titans will lose to the 49ers, correct?
Yes.
The Colts at the Seahawks. The potentially Phillip Rivers-led Colts.
Isn't he on the practice squad technically, or do they elevate?
Right now he is, but
okay.
he could be the starter. It is not for sure that he is unknown. The Seahawks, the best defense in the league, in Seattle, in rainy Seattle.
I'll take Seahawks for Nikki.
Yeah, there's no way not to take the Seahawks there, but I'm so rooting for Phillip Rivers. The Vikings at the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Of course. And the Dolphins at the Steelers.
Steelers.
All right. That's our picks for the week. Do we have anything else?
We have it's still not even 10 o'clock. How is this possible? Give it 30 seconds and we'll see. Anything to plug in the meantime? We'll be back tomorrow with winners and losers, hopefully.
Yeah, we should be doing winners and losers. Could be the same thing today with this whole Sora deal.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see that roll out. Like I said, I don't know if it sounded like maybe it was Sam Altman and it was Bob Iger on CNBC. So that Benji noted that, kind of what we already knew, that eventually Iger says that we'll eventually be able to use Sora integrated into Disney Plus. You'll be able to use it from there. So that's kind of interesting, but he didn't tweet anything else out. So I guess nothing else was that interesting about it. It's just that
is the ultimate creative legitimacy to AI to have Bob Iger up there with Sam Altman. I am anxious to read some of the op-eds that I'm sure will crop up over the next couple of days from some of the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
So anyway, 10 o'clock? Okay.
Well, Disney supports the Gary Sinise Foundation, but that's just recapping an event that already happened.
Yeah.
That's it for today. Stay tuned. We will have coverage of the Game Awards. And plan on being back tomorrow.
See you guys.
I should make this button easier to find.